Alright, The Miseducation of Cameron Post came out in Sundance. I know I'm a little bit late on this one. Last night I finally watched it. It is based on the 2012 novel of the same name, and it tells a story about a teenager, Cameron Post, who is sent to a gay conversion therapy facility called God's Promise after she is caught making out with another girl. From there, she finds herself not alone, seeing all the people there. Despite trying, Cameron finds there's no way of healing, so she, alongside with two friends of hers, ran away in the end. This movie really reminded me of Boy Erased. Came out just a month ago, but I find myself liking this one significantly better. Both tells a story about a gay character going into a facility for conversion. Neither worked out, both ran away in the end, absolutely dreading the program. The Miseducation of Cameron Post is a very quiet movie. Like, there's no large scale set pieces with people fighting or trying to pull off a heist or anything like that. Everything is very quiet and grounded, and I think that's what caught my eyes and what makes it different. So as you may or may not know, the director herself is a bisexual woman. The main character, played by Chloe Grace Moretz brothers, are gay. They got Sasha Lane, a bisexual woman, after Hearts Beat Loud. I guess she was caught after all. So it's clearly that this film is very personal to a lot of the cast and crews, but it doesn't take the approach a lot of other coming of age gay stories take. Because in most of those movies, they convey the idea of all your problems will be solved as long as you find love. The Miseducation of Cameron Post doesn't give you any of that bullshit. The director set out to make a John Hughes movie, the guy who made some of the best and most memorable coming of age films in the past. This movie focuses more on the fact that finding a person to sleep with isn't the end goal. What truly matters is finding allies and friends and people who can make you feel like you're not alone in this world. Just like when Cameron first got into God's Promise, overwhelmed by what she sees. The film also gives the audience a glimpse of what it is like in these gay conversion therapy programs and a look at how dirty and sloppy it can be. Like what they did in Boy Erased. That movie focused almost entirely on the dirty system. The therapist would physically beat the kids there, calling them names and pointing fingers. Over here, the therapists don't even know what they're doing aside from telling fake conversion stories and playing characters. It's funny because the therapists in the facility are trying to figure out what went wrong in these kids' past education and how they can use it as a tool for conversion. The title, The Miseducation of Cameron Post, isn't referring to the education and the life she was given, yet it is referring to the miseducation that these dirty systems and facilities offer, because that is what truly unjust, telling people to hate themselves and not be who they are. Let me just end this video by a quote from the director herself, and we'll end this video really quickly. Relationships are just relationships. It's your perception from the outside that makes you think. How could you possibly have the same kind of intimacy with a man as you would with a woman, or vice versa? We put on these dresses, these codes, these rules of conduct that are self-imposed, but if you learn to see past those things, you realize that we're all human.